Good evening everyone and welcome to Gundam News. And let's get right into it with some Hathaway's Flash news, because we just got 8 new character announcements along with their backstory, their designs, and also their seiyus, or their voice actors. First up, we have Gauman Nobiru, pilot of Messer Unit 2 and also a member of Mufti. He's a veteran pilot who's been through a lot and has a distinctive scar on his left eye, in addition to being completely different from any previous depiction of Gauman Nobiru. Like, in the past, he's always been portrayed as kind of a blue-haired dork-ish character, not really a badass surfer dude as he became right now. Quite the stark contrast. So his voice actor is Tsuda Kenjiro, whose most famous role is without a doubt Seto Kaiba from the original Yu-Gi-Oh series. Another member from Mufti that got announced is Emeralda Zubin. She wanted to become a regular pilot in the past, but due to reasons, which we might find out about more in the movie, she could not. This didn't stop her from piloting Messer Unit 1 though, for Mufti. Again, she is completely different from previous iterations of her character. She went from being a Caucasian with short orange hair to a Hispanic with long red hair. Her voice actor is Ishikawa Yui, who played some big names like Mikasa from Attack on Titan and China from Gundam Build Fighters. Next up is Raymond Kane, a bulky dude with a soft inside, and he commandeers a Gyaru Season. Gal Season. I'm going with Gal Season. That sounds about right. He commandeers a Gal Season. So his voice actor is Ochiai Fukushi, who voiced the main character of Guranzeni Money Pitch. Iram, or Iram Masam then, is a Mufti staff member who is described as an understanding person, and his voice actor is Takeuchi Shunsuke, who voiced characters like Gonta Gokuhara from Danganronpa V3, Ryoken Kogami from Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, and also won the Best Rookie Actor Award at the 10th Seiyu Awards. Another Mufti member is Mihesha Hens. She is one of their operators and also spies, and is described as a serious and enthusiastic girl who is devoted to Mufti. She is voiced by Matsuoka Misata, whose only major credited role so far is Mizusaki Tsubame from Eizouken ni wa te o dasu na. It's cool to see some young startups amongst the lineup too. The second spy we know about is Kenji Mitsuda, and unlike Mihesha, he's not really aware of what Mufti is really up to. Other than that, he is an excellent driver, so says his bio, and he is voiced by Sawashiro Chiharu. His latest role was the main character of A3 Season Autumn and Winter, an anime probably nobody here saw because my main demographic is male. In the running for Best Girl then, we have Mace Flower, flight attendant for Flight 356. The article states that she has beautiful blonde hair and, in case we didn't notice, has a mole on her mouth. Seriously though, who in their right mind names their daughter after a medieval weapon? Yo, Battle Axe, Hudenach, it's time for dinner! Anyways, her voice actor is Tanezaki Atsumi, who also voiced characters like Futaba Ryo from Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai and Amano Miu from Blend S. And then finally, we have Handley Yoksan, the director of a police force that directly cooperates with Manhunter. He is voiced by Yamadera Koichi, and this guy's repertoire is like seriously impressive. He's been involved in every single Pokemon movie so far, voiced legends such as Spike from Cowboy Bebop and Kaji from Evangelion. And in addition to that, he is also the live-action dub voice of Will Smith, amongst many other things. Damn. So yeah, this is definitely looking like a really powerful lineup with some really good veteran voice actors combined with some nice fresh talent. And talking about voice actors, on the 17th there was a pre-announcement for some of the winners of the 15th Seiyu Awards. One special award went to Seki Toshihiko, famous for Duo from Gundam Wing and Le Creuset from Gundam Seed, and another special award went to Yoshiko Sakikabara, who is most famous for voicing everyone's favorite female Gundam villain, Haman Khan. More award winners will be revealed at later dates, and I will of course be sure to let all of you know if there are some Gundam voice actors amongst them. And the great news this week does not end. The Gundam artifact trading kits, which sold like hotcakes, are getting a second print run on P-Bandai and are due to ship in June. So I really hope that this means that stores like Hobbling Japan will also get a second batch in. In related news then, on the 12th, P-Bandai opened orders for the Master Grade 1100 expansion set for Mobile Suit Gundam W EW series, The Glory of Losers version. The Glory of Loser Ver.Ka. And simply put, the set contains a fancy beam saber for the Tallgeese 2, 2 Buster Shields and an extra beam effect part for the Death Scythe, a backpack for Nataku, and a slide of water slide decals. The set releases in May and will set you back 3,520 yen. But of course, because Bandai is out for your money, the kits that go with the set will also be re-released through P-Bandai, although keep in mind the Death Scythe Hell Endless Waltz version is a normal release kit. And that's not all. There's going to be a giant restock of other Endless Waltz kits in May too, so if you want to go ahead and order yourself a nice amount of Gundam Wing Endless Waltz stuff, I'll have a link to Site 7 exports down below so you can order them to your heart's content. Or at the very least until your wallet's empty, which is usually what stops me. But regardless of that, there are more P-Bandais now open for reservation. In June, we're getting the Rig Diaz, the initial production version, as opposed to the Quattro color version, and it also goes for 2,090 yen, quite steep for an old high grade with just a few minor upgrades. Also in June, we're getting the high-grade Gelgoog Vertex, which goes for 2,750 yen, and also feels a bit expensive for what we're actually getting. A much better deal that Crossbone fans will probably jump on is the Master Grade Crossbone Gundam X1 Patchwork version Kotoki. And despite the very sober-looking box, which doesn't really show off a lot of the stuff that it comes with, believe me, it does come fully accessorized. It comes with a cloak, Zan Buster, water slide decals, and much more to really justify that asking price of 4,950 yen. And this thing is dropping in May, which could become a very expensive month if you wanted to go for those previously mentioned Gundam Wing kits. And if you then also want to pick up the FW Gundam Converge 10th Anniversary UC set and another Century set, both of which are going for 5,940 yen. And as the name indicates, these are there to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Converge line, and what better way to celebrate than with a P-Bandai release, or so Bandai thought. The Universal Century lineup consists of course, the RX-78-2, Gundam Mark II, Zeta Gundam, Double Zeta Gundam, New Gundam, and Unicorn Gundam, the most popular guys from UC, and in the alternate century line, or as we typically call them, the alternate universes, the lineup consists of the God Gundam, Double X, Wing Zero, Strike Freedom, Exia, and Barbatos. And now you might be thinking to yourself, what makes these 10th anniversary special P-Bandai things different from the normal releases? And, well, they have metallic colors and a pedestal with their name on it. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, and of course, every figure comes with a soda-flavored piece of gum to really justify that price. And then the final P-Bandai pre-order I'll be discussing today is the Ensemble Freedom Gundam and Justice Gundam, and both of them will be shipping in June. Although the Freedom Gundam isn't just the normal Freedom Gundam, it is the GCP version, which is the big life-size statue they'll be building in China. And you can tell by the fact that the colors are slightly different. We've got some two-tone going on, which is kind of like Real Grade-esque, and it also comes with markings. Other than that, it still comes with everything the normal Freedom came with. Things like an Archangel-shaped display base, which is cute, but in no way justifies the price tag of 4,950 yen. Damn, this is a 5.5 centimeter figure, folks, which is like a little over 2 inches. The Justice Gundam then is just a normal version to go along with the previously released normal Freedom Gundam, but is just as overpriced at 4,180 yen. Again, it does come with a nice array of accessories, like an Eternal-shaped base this time around, which again is cute, but in no way justifies the price. But let's face it, they're asking that price because they know they can. And if you still haven't spent enough, you can spend an additional 4,950 yen to also get a meteor you can attach them to. At the very least, those giant meteor units feel like they're more worth the price. But that is enough talk about P-Bandai for now. Let's have a look at the crazy apparel that was available this week. 2 weeks ago, we had the Bankore Black Collection, and now we have the Bankore Red Collection. Try guessing which Gundam character is going to be featured in that. So in March, we're getting a Char custom zip-up hoodie, a t-shirt, face towel, mini towel, 2 acrylic stands, and a mug. By the way, am I the only one who kind of feels like Char's counterattack Char is like the least good Char of all the Chars? Like, not even just from a character design perspective, but also just like his character feels kinda petty in the Char's counterattack movie. But anyways, back to the apparel. At the same time, you can also get the Bankore Sports Collection, which consists of a nylon hoodie for 9,900 yen, a standard hoodie for 7,700 yen, a t-shirt for 3,300 yen, and sweatpants for 6,600 yen. Just in case you wanted to go sporting while still rocking some Gundam gear. And in case you missed it, if you look really closely, you can see that there's a V-fin on the T of sports. Gee, I wonder how long that design took to make. Although, I gotta be honest, sometimes less is more, and it is a cool design for what it is. Now, did you ever think to yourself, I really wish I had Gundam Underwear? Well, then I have some really good news for you. For 3,850 yen, you can now mechanize your privates in either RX-78-2 form or Zaku-2 form. Either mass production version or Char custom. For 3 times, fill in your own sentence down below in the comments. I don't even. And then to complete the transformation, you can get a matching t-shirt for 4,400 yen and matching socks for 1,980 yen. And while the boxers and t-shirts come in multiple sizes, the socks only come in one size. Too small. Their universal size is rated as 25 to 27 centimeters, which is a US size 7 to 9. Quite small. Next up then is the Gundam Cafe news. In their never-ending quest to turn absolutely everything into Gundam-themed merchandise or something Gundam-themed they can sell, the Gundam Cafe has teamed up with a famous maker of canned tuna to make, what else? Gundam-themed canned tuna.
I don't think you're giving us our due credit.
Marketers
We've done things which nobody's ever done before.
Yeah, but
marketers
were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
There is the RX-78-2 can, which has standard flavor. There is the premium new Gundam can, which has dry flavor, which according to my research means that it has extra pepper in it. And then there is the Sazabi can, which is spicy. And if it's not 3 times more spicy than the normal ones, I'd be disappointed. Now, it's not like we can actually get any of these, but I thought it was a cool thing to share with all of you anyways. And did you know whose birthday is coming up? Master Asia's birthday on the 22nd of February to be exact, and the Gundam Cafe definitely did not forget about this. From the 16th, they've had a special fortune latte, and on Master Asia's actual day of birth, there will be a special design for that latte. Nice. And once again, I can wrap up Gundam news with a cool ongoing poll. As you might remember, on the 5th of March, there will be a World of Tomino Yoshiyuki exhibition at the Aomori Museum of Art, and one of the exhibitions there will be a lifestyle Rigazi dummy balloon bust. So the poll they're having right now is, which other dummy balloon or balloon thing from the Gundam series would you also want to see there? And the standings so far are the Gafron with 14 votes, kinda not surprising to be honest. The Powered Gym Cardigan with 21 votes, after I voted for it because obviously I had to vote for the gym that belonged to one of the most cultured Gundam girls around. The Cloud Mines of the Dogorla for 22 votes, the Core Gundam with 52 votes, the Marasai with 55 votes, and now we're getting to the real big hitters, the Rizel with 90 votes, and then so far falling just short of the podium with 101 votes, there is the 0080's Santa Balloon. And honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if this thing was at number 1, because it kinda helped Azaku beat a Gundam. Like, you could say it's a draw, but... So I would not be surprised if that thing ends up on the podium, because at the moment it's only 5 votes away from the Megafauna, which is in 3rd place. Then on number 2, by a pretty big margin with 181 votes, we have the Relula. And then by another small margin, we have the Rig Diaz, specifically Char Custom / Quattro Custom / later standard production version, with 189 votes. So I think this is like one of the only polls that I've covered so far that is really still up in the air. Like, especially the last vote, Ruluka was demolishing the competition. But here, it's really a fair game. Rolula, Rig Diaz, or maybe even the Megafauna or the Santa Balloon is going to make a miraculous comeback. So that has been everything for today's Gundam news. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great day, and I'll see you all next time.